make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. To the air on first down. And the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to pop the draw. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
the shotgun on third down. It's complete to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Give to Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Takes the easy completion. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback sneaks ahead. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He's looking to throw. Dances away. Touchdown, Arizona State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Wants to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs. Coming into this one,
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he pulls it in at the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it. They have completely flipped the field.
Necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sun Devils will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's the handoff. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over UCF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Bond. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Scrambling away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. They'll run the option. The pitch. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got a man. It's Miller. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bring in the heat.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Red pass, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab on the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
It'll be a draw. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got it behind the line. It's Butler. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to take a shot on second and short. On target. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. At the 35, he's loose. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Handoff from the gun. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He caught it. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick, so nice job there getting it executed.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the ground game. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Turning it on! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Clock's stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Reads it, fires complete. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Arizona State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Bond. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Bond. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's a frustrating miss. The offense does their job, man. Gets them in position, tried to score a touchdown, tried to go get the win, but trying to tie it up in the last second, got him in range, and the kicker, he just missed it. He missed the opportunity, and this one's over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.